Hello and welcome to my new channel, The Whispers of Your Heart. So if you want to skip the intro, you can go in the description box. You will find a timestamp for the beginning of your reading. So I started a channel in French about a year ago, and I was called to broaden the scale of what I have to share, and so I decided to create a new channel in English. So my English isn't perfect. I am a native speaker, but I've been living in France for a very, very long time, and I speak English less and less. Every couple of weeks I have a chat with my dad, and that's about it most of the time. I used to be an English teacher, but I no longer am. So forgive me if sometimes I stumble on a word or I mispronounce something, or if I hesitate. And what's funny is that when I do my readings in French, very often the words come to me in English and I have to translate them into French. But anyway, so that's for that. And I also wanted to tell you that my readings are not here to tell you your fortune, but to help you and guide you along your path, and to help you grow, help you heal, change, transform, fulfill your goals, your life, and every time try to support you also and understand why you are facing certain challenges, what's blocking you, and at times I will even be able to share some advice to help you unblock situations and improve your life in general. Of course, you can check your moon sign, your rising sign, and sometimes I will also tell you to check your north and south node signs. In mid-month readings, you will have timestamps in the description box. I don't know yet if I will be doing weekly readings. I might not. But at least for, mid-month readings and monthly readings, you will have timestamps. So this is what I had to share, and now I hope you enjoy your reading. And please, of course, like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I will see you immediately for your reading. Hello Leos, and welcome to your mid-February reading. So I will be starting with what I call the active energies, what's going on, what has been going on, what is going on for some of you, and what may happen, or at least the opportunities, the situations, and all the energies surrounding that. So what I get here is that there's something that is tedious or boring in your life. Perhaps for some of you, you've been struggling with a situation, or you've been struggling with your current job. For some of you, if you're working, there's something that has been weighing on you, feeling heavy, hard, long, and maybe sad also a bit. And for some of you, you might have picked up an activity, just, as a hobby or something, and you realize, some of you will realize that you can use it as a means of earning money. That's for some. For others, you're just going to find by chance maybe something that you had forgotten about, something that you enjoyed doing in the past, and it will open up a well of new resources within you. For others, you might at this time be willing to sell some things, trade, I don't know. For others, you could also be, it's a good time if you want to change jobs, ask for a pay rise. I think either can work. It's a good time for making profit. And if you have been feeling despondent or have disappointed, you could find some relief in an activity, and without realizing it, it's going to open up your heart and bring you lots of joy. We do see also a possibility for unexpected pleasures, and it can be anything. It can be an old friend dropping by, a present, an invitation. And there's also another message here, is that if you don't like your life as it is, you still have a long way to go, and there are lots of things that you can do. And I don't know, some of you might be starting, when you realize what you can do with what you have, you might be you may start to build something, or you have already started building something that is going to be that's going to bring profit. There is a lot of abundance here, and it's also going to bring you happiness, and that is great, because your efforts are going to bear fruit. If you've been working on something, they are going to your efforts are going to really make you happy, and it's going to sort of help you ignite this light inside you that had been going out a bit. There could be a disagreement in the family, maybe around money questions, but not necessarily. It doesn't have to be. And it's something that you don't initiate. It's something that you might be dragged into. Don't let yourself be dragged into it. Okay, you don't have to. That's what it says. And some of you could be planning a trip, maybe somewhere, but it doesn't have to be a physical journey. It can be, a new endeavor, a new spiritual journey, and it's something that is going to bring a lot of prosperity, a lot of happiness and joy in your life. There's also a friend that appears to be important in this period of time. So, what are the areas for healing and transformation? They are opportunities to actually help you heal certain aspects of your life, of yourself. So, I have, the cards are in French, ecstasy, ancient wounds, and sensuality. So there's something causing a kind of a riff inside you. There's something that's not quite right. As if you had lost the capacity to enjoy the pleasures of life. And to really show yourself as you truly are. You could be pretending for some of you. And of course, whatever I say is always without any kind of judgment whatsoever. And that's because there is a very old wound that has gone unnoticed, or that you haven't paid enough attention to in order to heal it for good and to move forward. And that's something that it's like a big rock in the middle of the road that nobody else sees, only you, and it only affects you. And you don't seem to really enjoy anything. It could be even from something from your soul. It could come from afar. It can be an old childhood wound that maybe you didn't think was important. It doesn't mean, go and dwell in it and grovel in self-pity. That's not what I mean at all. Is look at it and get over it for good. And it's going to help you reconnect with your emotions, I think, because there's something that's not right at the moment. And it's depriving you also from a form of courage, as if a part of you was no longer there. And so this is the perfect time now to work on it. So what else do we have to go with it? And yes, indeed, we have this card which talks about feelings and letting them, exist, feel them, and be creative around them. It's also a reminder that you have to trust what you know is right, what your body tells you, what your heart tells you. Many of you have this ability to feel things, nothing rational about this, and you are called to listen to that and to act accordingly. So, what are you called to do? Okay, the vision quest. And that's interesting because it often comes up when you are dissatisfied with your lot, but you don't really know where you want to go and what you want to do, which is actually quite clear in here. So what it's advising you to do is to take some time to yourself, look at what's working for you, what's not working for you, meditate, imagine what you would like, what would be your dream life or your dream activity. What are your wishes, your desires. What do you want for yourself? Because many of you probably at this moment in time don't know, and you need to gain clarity on that. What could help you would be to go out in nature, spend some time outside, and let your ideas flow through you, and try to see what you really want. If you're not sure at the present moment, and do it until you get the clarity that you need. And to go with it, we have the Cancer card, which talks about feelings. Okay, so yes, there is a part of you that you have closed up. Okay, so that's something that you need to work on opening up again, because even if you think you are protecting yourself, you're actually harming yourself by doing that, because at some point or other, those emotions are going to, burst like a broken pipe. So you do need to work on that and to find a new type of balance and work on feeling, enjoying, appreciating. Sometimes the feelings won't be necessarily happy feelings, but they won't last. What's the challenge? Okay, the small detail. And we did have this idea that you're going to be working on something that is going to bring you happiness, and telling you that all your efforts are going to bear fruit. Well, you need to be very detailed, cautious, do things with enough thought behind them, and making sure that you're checking all the details, that you're doing things the way they ought to be done, and don't spare your efforts, and bear in mind that each and every effort is important. It doesn't have to be grand, and it just has to be. Okay? Take your time, remain humble, and let yourself be touched by your emotions. And what is the positive outcome for this period? So we have the Four of Roses. There may be someone who is not good for you that could come out, who could leave your circle, or at least you will be released from the impact of this person. It is also something that is going to show you a part of yourself that you didn't see, and that let your ego overtake. And it comes as a positive outcome, so it's going to be positive for you, and it's going to enable you to glow from the inside towards the outside. And another little message we have is harmony. So you are asked to seek harmony and balance in your life, and know that if chaos is happening in some areas of your life, it is there for a purpose, and it is there to make you create the changes that you need to create. And what else do we have? Don't fear to ask for your needs to be met. So that's something quite interesting. And if you're in doubt, ask your higher self, ask your inner guidance, your feelings, what they have to tell you. And you are going to get answers from the people around you, maybe. You will receive signs that are going to help you clarify where you need to go, where your heart wants you to go, where your higher self wants you to go. And be ready to accept the help that will be brought to you. That's what I have for you. So I hope you have a nice and enjoyable second half of February, and I hope to see you very soon. Goodbye.